Hi, this is معاذ from JB Academy. In this video, I'm going to talk about lesson 14.1 in grade 6 solid figures and nets on page 707. Our objective will be today classify solid figures and represent them by their nets. So today we'll talk about the most important solid figures and how we use the nets to represent them. Here we start our lesson by polyhedrons. Now, what we mean by polyhedrons? Polyhedron is a three-dimensional figure made of flat polygon-shaped surfaces called faces. When I talk about polyhedron, I'm talking specifically about prisms and pyramids. As you can see, as I have mentioned here, that the polyhedron has the faces are flat, not curved like in the cone or in the cylinder, for example, but it's a flat, polygon shaped. It's a polygon, and we call them these surfaces faces. So this is a face, as you can see. So we have here in this rectangle prism, we have this cube, we have 6 faces, as you can see, up and down, left and right, and back and front face. Now the line segments where two faces intersect is called an edge. So this an edge, and this an edge, this an edge. Here we have 3 edges, for example, and the point where several edges meet is called a vertex. So here a vertex, here a vertex, here 3 edges meet, so it's a vertex. It's like the angle. The top and the bottom of a polyhedron are called its bases. Now in this lesson, we're gonna focus on 2 kinds of polyhedrons, which is prisms and pyramids. So here the properties of prisms and here the properties of pyramids. Now prisms have polygonal faces and pyramids have one base. Now the most important difference that the pyramids have one base. If you can see here, this one base, it's opposite to its vertex. The base of the pyramid is the side of the opposite of the point. Here's the vertex, here's the point, the opposite to it. Now prisms have 2 identical parallel polygonal shaped bases, and pyramids has one base. This is very important. And pyramids is named a pyramid is named by the shape of its base. So if the base is square, we call it square pyramid. If the base is triangle, we call it triangular pyramid. Now the prisms are named by the shape of their bases. It's both pyramids and bases named after their or by the shape of their bases. Here, very important property of pyramids. Pyramids have triangular faces. But on the other hand, as I said here, prisms have polygonal faces. But here, always all the faces are, except the base, are triangles. After this introduction, now let's talk about the net. What we mean by a net? A net is a plane figure pattern which when folded makes a solid. How can you identify a solid from its net? Then it shows 3 pairs of identical rectangular faces. Now think about unfolding a box to make a net. This is a net of a rectangular prism. So you know when we have a box, if you unfold it like this, you will have the net. So this net, if you fold it, you will get the prism or rectangular prism. So now this the bottom, and this the top, and this the front, and this the back, here right and left. If you fold it, you will get the prism or rectangular prism. So the most important thing about the net, it's a plane figure. It's not solid figure, because you already unfold the prism or unfold the solid. Here in number 3 and 4, for example, identify each solid from its net. Here, number 3, here we can see that we have one square and 4 triangles. So this means the base is square and all the faces are triangles. This reminds us of the square pyramid, because the base is square and all the faces are triangles. And here in number 4, as you can see, we have 2 triangles. They may be the bases of the prism, which will be triangular prism, because they are congruent to triangles, and we have 3 rectangles. So this shape is the net of triangular prism. Here, more and more shapes. Now it's your turn. Try to pause the video for a while, then after that you continue to see your answers for number 5 and 6 and 7. Of course, number 5, as I mentioned, it has 4 triangles and 1 square, so it's square pyramid. Imagine it with me. When you fold all of these triangles, you will get the square pyramid. And number 7, as we mentioned, number 4, and number 6, it's a triangular pyramid. Now let me talk, guys, about faces and vertices and edges. Now let me imagine the most important figure, solid, which is a rectangular prism. Here it's like a cube. It's like the cube. Here, rectangular prism. Let me graph it again. Yes. So this rectangular prism. Now the rectangular prism has, as I mentioned, 6 faces, and how many vertices? 8 vertices, and here if you add them you get 14. So I want you to know how many edges we have. We have here, so we have 12 edges. So do we have any relationship between the sum of the faces and the vertices and the number of edges? That's what I want you to think about by end of this video. Now we come to the end of the video. Thank you very much.